Hello my fellow gangsters. This entire video is brought to you by Hoey Fam because he's the first person to support me on Patreon, so thank you, sir. This entire video is brought to you by Hoey Fam. So I was trying to do someone's request and I couldn't figure it out so far, but along the way I figured out how to make a mesh out of code, and I thought that should have its own tutorial because that's pretty cool. So first, just create a new 3D Unity project. So first, let's just create an empty game object, and I'm going to call it mesh cube, and we'll put our code on this, and then we'll use that to create a mesh. But let's add component mesh filter, so that's where we're going to hold the geometry, like the mesh that we create. And then add component mesh renderer just so that we can see it. And I'm going to go to the project window and go create material. I'm just going to call this green and just make it a little bit green. We can use that and we can use this for, we'll just drag this onto the mesh cube, so we'll have a material on there. And then let's go create C# script and call it build mesh. And then on the mesh cube, once that's selected, drag build mesh onto it and double click to open up build mesh. Alright, so inside of the start, we'll go mesh filter and call it mf equals get component mesh filter. So that's the mesh filter that we just added. And then we'll go mesh, and then just mesh equals the mesh filter dot mesh. So first we need to set up the vertices. So I couldn't visualize this very well, so I had to take a box, and so each vertice is going to be each of those points all around this box, and then I just wrote left, right, top, bottom, and on each piece, on each side, man, how do I hold this? So there's a 0, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and I have that exact same pattern on every side of the box. We have to, so each point is a vertice, and we have to basically connect the dots in a triangle shape to make the face of the polygon, and it has to be clockwise. If it's counterclockwise, you can't see it. I just have them in the same pattern on every single side because we have to declare all the vertices and then define what the triangle is by being clockwise. It has to be clockwise, or else. So there's two sides to the triangle, and the side that is clockwise is the side that you can see, and then the other side you would just see right through it and it would be invisible. So on the outside of the cube, every single triangle has to be clockwise, which is super freaking confusing. So we'll just do the front face first. So okay, so the vertices, so we're going to do a vector3 array, so like a list of vector 3's basically. Vertices equals new vector3 array, and then in here we put our list of vector 3's. So the front face, so on the box we're doing this whole face, and we're just going to get like each of these points first of all. So for the first vertex, we'll go new vector 3, and there's an x, y, and a z inside there. And then you have a comma after it because there's going to be more new vector 3's listed. So this is the left top front vertex. I'm just going to put a 0 here. And we are getting Man, from my perspective, it's probably reversed on the camera. This is the left top front. So from the center of the box, we go forward, then we go left, my left, and up to the top for this point. So to write that, first it's the x, so we're going to go -1 because -1 is the left side, and then +1 for the y, so that's the top, and +1 for the z because that's forward. So if we were going to do the right top front and then left bottom front and then right bottom front, we would go new vector 3. So right would be positive, top would be 1, and front is 1. And then the left bottom front would be new vector 3. So left again would be negative, and then bottom would be negative in the y, so x, y, z. And front is always going to be, all of these are going to have +1 for the front, for the z. And then new vector 3. So right bottom front, so 1, bottom would be -1, and front is 1. And then don't put a comma on the very last one. And just end that there. Then the next thing we have to do is the triangles. So we have each of those points. Now we have to like draw a triangle by saying which points does the triangle use, and it has to be clockwise. On the outside of the box side has to be clockwise. So triangles. So triangles are 3 points. Clockwise determines which side is visible. So this is an array of integers. Triangles equals new integer array. So front face, first triangle, and then we'll do the second triangle. So the first one will be 0, 2, and 3, and then the next one will be 3, 1, 0. So that we define these two triangle shapes in the clockwise order. So 0, 2, 3, 3, 1, 0, and no comma on the very final one. And then if there's a texture, we have to have the UVs. So for the UVs, 0, 0 is the bottom left, and 1, 1 is the top right. So it's kind of like X and Y. So this is a vector 2, not 3. Let's call it UVs. So it's a list, it's an array of vector 2's equals new vector 2 list. And we're doing the front face. So 0, 0, just a note, is bottom left. 1, 1 is top right. So we'll do new vector 2, 0, 1, new vector 2, 0, 0, new vector 2, 1, 1, and new vector 2, 1, 0. And now that we've defined all that stuff, we have to tell it to build the mesh. So first go mesh.clear, and I guess that's just clears out whatever mesh information there is, and then we set the mesh vertices to equal the vertices that we just made. And same with triangles, and UVs, mesh.uv equals RUVs, then mesh.optimize, and mesh.recalculate normals. So Unity just figures out what the normals are for us, and the normals are basically what the lighting looks like when it hits that face. If we save this and press play, sweet. So it made our face, and just going to rotate so you can't see it from this side, only from this side because we did the clockwise order. So if we had listed them the other way, then you would see it from this side. I don't know if I explained it clearly, but so in the list of vertices, 0, 1, 2, 3, those are the numbers that we're using right here. So now let's do the back face. So in the box, that pattern that I have 0, 1, 2, and 3 in, I just have 0, 1, 2, and 3 in the exact same order on the back, so that we can have the triangles be in the exact same pattern. They'll just have 4 added to them. So on the back we're going to do, I'm just going to write it out first to make it easier. Right, top, back. So the 4th one, left, top, back. Here's the 5th one, right, bottom, back, left, bottom, back. So I'm just going to copy this first one just to type less. Just going to copy and paste that in. Remember to add the comma to this one. Actually, I'm going to leave all the commas on. So on that box, right, top, back would be +1 for right, +1 for top, and then -1 for back. These are all -1 for Z, for the back. And then left, top, back, right, bottom, back, left, bottom, back. Yeah. Then we'll do the left face, left, top, back, left, top, front, left, bottom, back, left, bottom, front, and that's 8, 9, 10, and 11. So paste these. So left, top, minus for the back, left, top, front, left, minus for bottom, and minus for back, left, minus for bottom. So just a reminder, so that 8, 9, 10, and 11. So it's following that pattern, that 0, 1, 2, and everything. That's 8, 9, 10, and 11 are in that same order. So so that's 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So the right face, right top front, 12, right top back, 13, right bottom front, right bottom back, so positive for all of them are to the right for X, top, top, bottom, bottom, front, back, front, back. And then the top face, so again following that same pattern on the box, we would have left top back, then right top back, then left top front, then right top front, 19, so left top back, right top back, left top front, right top front, and then finally just the bottom face, left bottom front, right bottom front, left bottom back, and right bottom back. So, and then no comma on the very last one. So left is -1, bottom is -1, front is +1, right, bottom, front, left, bottom, back, right, bottom, back. And then because this is where it actually gets a bit easier, is because we followed that specific pattern of them that I drew on the box, because these are all in the same order, it's easy to do this next part because we can just duplicate this and just add 4 to them each time, because it's just like the exact same pattern as this, but using these ones instead of these ones for the back one. So back, and then just 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 5, 4. And then we did the left face, so we can just add another 4. So 8, 10, 11, 11, 9, 8. And add a comma to these. Then we did the right face. So 12, 14, 15, 15, 13, 12. So top face, top, 16, 18, 19, 19, 17, 16, and then the bottom face. Bottom and no comma on the very end. So 20, 22, 23, 23, 21, 20. And for the UVs, we'll just add a comma and we'll just keep them exactly the same. So back face, left face, right face, top face, bottom face. And take the last comma off there. And save, and that should hopefully work. Unexpected symbol 4. And we just threw out a comma there. Now it should work. Play. Alright. We made an entire cube. Oh yeah. Now let's make a few other shapes by just making it so that we can move the vertices around. So let's just move the select mesh cube and in X go to -6 just to like move it over. And then right click, duplicate, and we'll call this mesh pyramid and put that at X position to -3. So we'll just have them standing in a row, and then we'll duplicate that and go call it mesh ramp, I guess. Put that at 0 and duplicate that and call this one mesh roof, I guess like the top of a house kind of shape, and put that at 3. So just got them in a row here. I'm going to make a few more materials so they can look different. So let's create material. Let's just say red. Make it a bit red. Create material blue. And yellow. Let's make the pyramid yellow and the ramp red and the roof blue. And I'm just gonna, you don't have to do this, but I'm gonna go to my camera and choose solid color and make it just white, I guess. Just so it looks kind of nice colors and nice looking. So let's just move the vertex. So let's take the pyramid and we'll move some of the vertices around. So at the very top we'll go public vector 3 and we'll call it vert for vertice, left, top, front. And we'll say that equals, and left, top, front. Let's just copy that and paste that there, and then copy left, top, front, paste that over top of left top front here, and everywhere that's left top front, it's another left top front here, we'll paste it over top of this one. Left top front here, paste, and save that. So now we can change the vertices. So right, it's x minus 1, y 1, and z 1. So the left top front vertice on the pyramid, let's make it 0 in x and 0 in z, and then press play. And you can see that that vertice got moved into the middle there because the x and the z are at the very center now. So then let's just do the same thing for all of the top vertices. So public vector 3 vertice right top front equals right top front, paste, and paste that there. Right top front, paste it there, and public vector 3 vert right top back equals right top back. Copy that. Copy that. And right top back, right top back. Paste it on the first one there. Right top back. Paste it right here. Paste it right there. And then what's left? Public vector 3 vertical left top back equals copy that. Copy that one, and so left top back, left, here it is. So we're just gonna do the top ones. We could do it to all of them, but let's just do the very top ones. Left top, and left top back. So we got all the top face and everything that's kind of attached to it. And then we'll just set all of those to 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that should be like a point. They should all go to the center. Yeah, so now we got ourselves a different shape. Got ourselves a pyramid shape. So for the ramp, we don't have to do any more code. We can just change these numbers. -1, -1, 2, and then 1, -1, 2, 0.5 there, and 0.5 there, and let's play that. Yeah, it's a ramp. and then a roof. We'll make these all 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, and 0, 0, 0, 0. And try that. Bam! It's like a tent or like the top of a house or something. Just by moving those points around. So now let's make it so that it can morph between the different shapes. So at the top of this script, we'll add float weight number, and we'll make that 3 for like 3 seconds. And float weight default, weight D equals 3. And I guess these are both private. We'll go public shape number equals 0, an integer. Public int shape number equals 0. So we want to go to the, where is this? So this update loop. So we'll like count down 3 seconds and then change what shape number we are, and like cycle through these numbers. And then while it's at each number, it will change shape to either the pyramid shape or the cube or whatever, and just cycle through them. So if weight number is greater than 0, f weight number minus equals time dot delta time. So we're subtracting from it over time. Else it got less than 0, so 3 seconds went by. So weight number can reset back to 3, which is the default weight D. And for the shape number, we'll add 1 to it, so plus plus. And if shape number is greater than 3, then shape number equals 0, so it will loop. Outside of that, we'll go morph to cube if shape number is 0. So in the cube, we'll go vert left top front equals vector3 dot lerp, and we start at where we are, so from what it currently is to a new vector3. So that on the, where am I? Mesh. So we're morphing to a cube. So this top left thing will be -1, 1, and 1. So we'll just copy these. -1, 1, 1. So new vector3, -1, 1, and 1. And comma time dot delta time. And the other ones are, so I'll just paste that. So right top front, gotta look at both of these at the same time. So right top front, and then right top back, right top back, and left top back, so I'll just copy these. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, minus 1, and minus 1, 1, and minus 1. Then we have to do the same thing for the next shape, so pyramid. Morph to pyramid when it's at 1. So we'll just select the pyramid and just copy those numbers. So got 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then the ramp, just copy all this, change it to a 2, go to ramp, and the ramp is selected right now. Okay. And so that one's minus 1, minus 1, 2, 1, minus 1, 2, 1, 0.5 f, because it's got a decimal, so you gotta have, it's gotta be make sure it's a float. They should probably all have f on them, probably, but it doesn't seem to be breaking, so oh well. Minus 1, 0.5 f, and minus 1. And then we got a roof. So shape 3 is a roof. 3 is minus 1, 0.2 f. I think that's all the middle ones. Minus 1, 1, 1, minus 1. And then all 0 on the end. Save that. Oh, and one other thing, we have to update the thing, so it's not going to draw the mesh again on the, so let's just put start, that start function, so that all this stuff happens again, so it builds the mesh again. So now save that and press play. So now it's just constantly building the mesh, which probably isn't the best thing, but it looks cool. And they're all going to the same shapes at the exact same time. So let's just go to the cube and say, so its shape number is 0, because that's the cube shape. So the pyramid should start on 1, and the ramp should start on 2, and the roof should start on 3. And now they should all be one after another changing shapes. So that looks cool. If you got super smart at this, you could do like cars crashing into each other and their bodies like deforming, or you could like melt things or something probably. So it's pretty cool. Although if you were just trying to make shapes, you should probably use Blender or some 3D program instead. And I was going to say, if you guys are making cool stuff in Unity, you should, I added this Facebook link, so you should go there and join this Facebook page, group, and then like post cool stuff that you're making. Like, I would want to see that stuff, and then you can see what each other is making. And I also posted, there's a video I posted on here that's what I was getting all my information from for this tutorial, and it might be helpful for you to watch that. It's pretty cool.